Hi, Eric Freshley here from Freshley Stream Games. We got an indie showcase here from Xbox, ID at Xbox Showcase. Let me pull up my stuff here. Sure, everything's all good. I haven't streamed on Twitch in a little while. Tried Kick for a little bit. About the same results, honestly. I was hoping, you know, of not making a lot of I don't know, progress here on Twitch. Maybe I'll give Kick a try, and well, pretty much about the same thing. There we go. So, I don't know, maybe I'll switch back and forth a couple times and just see kind of, hey, where I can get some people watching me here. Come on, god damn it. Thing, I tell you. I'll tell you all about it. The, sorry, I can't think. The, Twitch app on iPad here. Okay, but also... That's good, but also... Can you bring up... No. Whatever, I'll just do it this way. It's, why isn't this normally working? Or why isn't this working like normal? That's the sentence I would like to say. God, I'm just stupid today. Anyway, this is going to be about an hour. They teased nothing, so I have no idea what's going to be here. They usually tease stuff. Not this time. No teases.
Hi everyone,
There we
and
go.
welcome to the
There we go.
Showcase stream. I'm very excited. We have such a stream. We have a very busy chat this morning, this afternoon.
What's cool though, they've done ID at Xbox showcases before.
So much fun. I'm so glad
I don't know either of these people.
This is our new format, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say the new format. They've
kind of a weekly showcase where we'd play some games, and that was great. We thought we'd mix it up a little and show some new trailers and do some
a little bit different.
stuff. And so
but they've done them with Twitch Gaming, and this is on Twitch, but it's not with Twitch in partnership. And those streams were bad. They had a lot of neat looking games, but they were like 3 hours long. The hosts, not the host's fault, but they were not pre-briefed on what was going to be in the showcase, so they would like watch the trailers and try to react afterwards when it's clear like they didn't know, they didn't have information about the games, which is like, I don't know, it was all bad. But this seems like, hey, it's only an hour. That can't be bad, right? Hopefully a lot of these are going to be on Game Pass. I would presume they are.
And we have some fun ones.
We have some good ones today. Yeah, I mean, ID, this is our 10th year. I don't know if you knew that. This ID was announced in August.
That's also true. They talked about that a couple weeks ago, that it's ID at Xbox's 10-year anniversary. Charlo over there does great work.
From, you know, originally we were doing 1 game a month.
Oh, maybe they'll show a release date
I don't even know.
for Hypercharge Unboxed. That'd be neat.
That Xbox has
Indie games.
Can you talk a little bit about that? Maybe for some devs who are in the chat watching, hoping to get their game supported, or what they need to do.
Yeah, so ID is basically a way for independent developers to publish on Xbox. It's our kind of independent developer publishing program, and we, you know, the program itself, we have everything from very small games made by 1 or 2 person teams up to huge games made by big teams. But you know, typically when we talk about ID with showcases like this, we tend to be focused on the indie games, which is pretty cool because, you know, there's tons of just great creativity. Everybody knows this. There's so many great games that come through kind of indie devs, and we have a bunch that we're showing today, which is going to be kind of fun. We're showing a mix of trailers. We're going to do some trailer blocks up front. They're all new trailers. You know, some first gameplay, and then we're going to be...
How's their volume compared to mine? Let me see real quick.
At the last case of Benedict Fox.
Which is super creepy looking, and I'm really excited. That was one of the ones that I saw last year that I put on my list, like, okay, I can't wait to see this one.
Yeah.
Seems like they could be a little louder.
Lovecraftian Metroidvania.
See how that goes.
We're going to hear that again, Glenn.
Yeah, exactly. And then after that, we're going to be joined by Geo Morgan from Poncle.
Poncle.
Not Ponicle, not Ponsel.
No.
Punkle.
It's confirmed Punkle. So if you're not, it's not Ponsley, it's not Punkle, it's Punkle. So
Let's
if you're
test.
how their studio is called. Winners of this year's
BAFTA. Yeah, for their game. If you don't know what studio that studio is, they made Vampire Survivors.
That seems okay.
Yeah, and they beat out.
I'm gonna leave it alone now.
Massive games
in the BAFTA awards last week, so that's gonna be fantastic.
Vampire Survivors is gonna be here. I still have not actually played Vampire Survivors. I badly need to.
Foscari.
Seems awesome.
And then,
I'm so glad that
that
it's winning a bunch of awards,
including
the BAFTAs.
We're gonna be keeping an eye on chat and talking to you.
We see chat. Metroidvania, yes.
Yeah, we see the chat going crazy here.
I see ID at Xbox in chat. I think I saw Teo in there.
Yeah, I saw Teo. I think I saw Timber in there.
Oh, Timber!
Yeah.
Can we get some Xbox emote hype in chat if you're ready to see some cool, awesome games?
Did you say
today?
Xbox
Oh, I see
emo?
Bid. Lots of
Like
friends.
sad
Oh my
Xbox?
goodness.
Yeah.
We've got our mods in chat, so make sure you guys are being respectful today. This is a day of celebration and a day to just enjoy indie games.
Right. So
Who is she yelling at?
Is everyone ready? Is everyone ready to jump in? Okay, we got some hypes in the chat.
Yeah,
Everyone's ready. They want to see some.
Is that Xbox Series S in the back there that you see like a kind of a red design on the
so
the black normally black circle? It looks like
trailers,
Doctor Strange's
real simple fun
thing on the Sanctum Sanctorum
games
window.
Can jump in and kind of enjoy. The first one we're
starting with a special edition console
based RPG with an 80s vibe where you'll explore, adventure, and collect awesome monster forms that you can battle and transform.
Very natural read there, bud.
Here we go.
Boy, fusing is really hot in games right now, huh?
Welcome to Cassette Beasts.
This is already out. Or no, I'm sorry, it's not out.
Your cassette player when adventuring.
But it's out on, or it is a Game Pass game.
If you get into any trouble,
Pretty sure about that it's a Game Pass game. I guess we'll see at the end. They'll probably have the logo. If they don't make a big deal about Game Pass and this, I guess we'll have to be like real careful to look for the logo at the end of every trailer.
capture new monster forms onto blank tapes with your cassette player. And
No, it's the guitar game that's out.
combine your
Infinite Guitars. That's the one I was thinking of. I do have a friend who's really looking forward to this game. He's a big Pokemon fan. He said this seems very similar to Pokemon, and yeah, it really looks like it does.
Don't get in over your head, okay?
Hey, you.
Easy breezy.
That was weird that it went to their logo for a minute. It seemed like it was the end, and they went to this whole other section. It's almost like they had two trailers that they just stitched together. Yeah, there's the Game Pass logo. Late spring. April 26th on PC. But it has a date for PC. Is this the disc game? Yeah, Lukansk. Yes, it is. I like Windjammers a lot, so I'm looking forward to this. This, I think, is free to play. April 27th. Nice. Looks a little slower paced than you might think.
Get out of my way or I'll crush you!
I wonder if that... I don't know. Because it is 3v3, whereas Windjammers is a 1v1 game, so maybe this the disc moving ultra fast like Windjammers would be too much. Like, I could see that. Yeah, Omega Strikers, I couldn't think of the name, but... Isn't that the same day as Cassette Beasts? Art Rider Drift just released a couple days ago. I don't know what this one is. Looks nice. Oh, wait, this might be Art Rider Drift. Well, no. No, it's not. The blue guy kind of looks like it, but the other characters don't. The Carters 2. I never heard of the Carters 1.
Any game where you can play as a cat is a winner
Literally,
as far as I'm
you
concerned.
could be a cat. I'm in.
They just,
Mario Kart
I mean, this has
use,
nothing to do with
hashtag
this at
King
all,
Racing
but they
there with
just
the Carters, definitely.
released New Game
love
Plus
kart
for
racing.
God of War
Any sort
Ragnarok.
of, like, fun racing
I don't think I'll be
games,
playing
so,
that.
The Carters 2
Game was
coming
disappointing.
very soon, 2023.
Yeah, and they so they had another game, the Carters, obviously the first one, and they've been apparently working on this one for I think 4 years. Completely revamped it, so it looks really fun. It's really
I
kind of,
completely missed the first
got it.
Carters.
You know,
Yeah.
online play and real jump in kind of vibe to it.
Really excited to see how that works because I love doing things with my community, and it's a great like finding games to play with your friends to just like hop in and just go for an evening is really awesome. So I'm excited to see about that one.
Yeah.
But Cassette Beast.
Yeah.
Oh
that just,
my
That
gosh.
looks so great. From Raw Fury, it's launching on PC Game Pass on April 26th, and then later this spring on console, also on Xbox Game Pass. And God, that looks fun.
It looks so good.
They're talking
there's
about Game
something
Pass
about a
now, but they're not
sprite
making like a
game
big deal about it. That
mixed
kind of
with the
surprises me.
2D, just in this like little
It's like
monster
day one
valley
indies to me
adventure
is
land.
Yeah,
I'm
best part of Game
excited to see
Pass,
that.
I think.
The music was awesome.
Yeah. And
At least
the
till
little,
Redfall
the
comes
mechanic
out.
where you can combine the characters together to evolve them.
Yes.
I think that's just going to be really interesting. Set up a lot of lot of
Evolve my
options
little
in the game.
monsters.
Yeah. And then we also looked at Omega Strikers, which is a 3v3 game where you can play online or local. It's a free-to-play game, and it's coming April 27th, and you can sling slime.
Oh, so not the same day. One day after
Yeah.
Cassette Beast.
Sounds a lot of fun.
I also saw the guy was really buff, so I'm really excited to see if I can get some muscles from that guy. I want
Yeah.
to pick him.
Chad is having fun here. Oh, speaking of indie devs, I saw Matthew White from Whitethorn Digital in there. Yeah, that's a really interesting publisher. They do so many great games. A lot of different kind of interesting voices, new voices, a lot of really interesting stories and that kind of thing. So if you're into indie games, definitely go check out what they're publishing. Hi, Matt.
So
Yeah, we have so many friends in chat. You
these
always
guys
amazing.
are less
So glad
awkward
you're
than like
joining
the
us live. You're
old
actually
showcases that I would talk about, the ones that went super
together.
long. But it's
And thank you for
still
tuning in. This is the ID at Xbox.
a little
Thank
bit.
you
I don't know
for
why
staying.
they
We've
do
got
these
lots of
chats
things,
in
and
between
we've got a lot
so
of
long.
cozier.
They're better at it than
Yeah.
this stuff normally is. They're fine.
A lot of games,
But it's
are up my
just,
alley.
I'm not really
So
sure
I love
why
a
they
good
do
party
that.
Game, but I'm also very into cozy vibes lately, and so we've got a lot of really beautiful games
Okay.
that are coming out. A lot of extended.
If they're going to another
trailers
block here, they
we're
kept
about
it
to show you
pretty short.
of,
So that's fine.
a
Yeah.
new coffee talk episode.
Yeah. So the first one we're going to show you is Coffee Talk Episode 2.
I believe
which
this is coming to Game Pass
thoughtful
too.
narrative game. It
Coffee
takes place
Talk.
here in Seattle, which is
I
pretty cool.
know it's so vibey
Yeah.
and beautiful. It's
Vibey.
hibiscus and butterfly. So if you haven't played a coffee talk game, I highly recommend it. Is the reviews are super extremely positive. They are doing like this episodic release, which is also really fun to kind of join in with the community, which they have a huge community for.
Yeah.
So
Awesome. All right, well, let's take a look.
Yeah, okay. They kept that relatively short. It's weird to me why they hold on to that. Like, I guess they just think, hey, it's a live stream, it's Twitch, we gotta talk to people, but I don't know. I kind of feel like you could go make this 30 minutes or 45 minutes and just kind of get to it. Yeah, that first Coffee Talk game was very well reviewed, but this is just not my thing at all. I respect it. I don't want to play it. Don't need a pre-order on Game Pass. It's on 420. Yep. Ah. Where the hell did he come from though? That cat just materialized. Homestead Arcana. Sounds like a farming game.
I'm so glad you finally made it. You got a lot of work to do.
A lot of indie farming games.
Look at all this miasma. Last I was here with your aunt, it wasn't nearly this bad.
A cat's aunt?
Maybe there's something we can do about it. Okay, let's get started. First things first. Let's start planting some
It is a farming game.
courtesy of town council, of course. Use your magic to instantly grow yields.
Is he talking to the cat still? Or is the cat the magic one?
Then take those yields and turn them into food or potions. You've been working hard. Make a cot and put your feet up for a bit. It's just a humble tent right now, but you'll build it up to a proper house in no time.
Is he talking to us?
You're pretty brave.
Cat's not building a house, right?
By yourself. Be careful where you step. The warped creatures living here can be dangerous. Look at you. Your first magic spell in the wild. I always knew you could do it.
I'm confused.
That's this place anymore.
Confused. Are you talking to your cat or are you talking to me?
Let's make sure to upgrade your gear and ready your spells before going into the miasma again. This time, we'll try to push it back and restore more land. When the miasma came, it made the land uninhabitable. Now you're finding scraps of history, new plants, and long forgotten.
Hi, Lisa.
Spells there.
You came in just the right time. This is your kind of game.
Bring it all back to the homestead.
But I'm confused if this guy's talking to the cat or talking to us.
Bubbly cauldron that is so relaxing.
I think he's talking to us, but he started at the trailer talking to the cat.
You're not a master chef quite yet, but I believe in you. We just gotta be ready. Of course, doesn't mean we can't look good while doing it.
Going a little long.
Nature is the best weapon against the miasma we have.
It really does feel like we are in that era of like when Stardew Valley came out, every indie developer started working on a farming game.
Anything like this.
And now they're all coming out at once.
You're alive. Thanks, son.
Son? Is the cat son? What the fuck?
And after a hard day,
It's so confusing who he's talking to.
a cup of lavender tea.
That's Game Pass too. There you go. April 20th. That's 2 days before my birthday, and it's on Game Pass. I will probably not be playing that, but you know, glad it's on Game Pass.
I know things have been hard since I've been gone. I didn't plan to go so soon and leave all of you behind. One day you're just gone, and everyone you've touched is left to pick up the pieces. Everyone in Yesterby is having trouble finding those pieces right now. I need you to be there for them, as I always was for you.
Connie Sad. Is that her last name? Is her last name Sad? River. Okay. I don't think it is. Yeah, Zach Desolate, but I really wish it was. I am Zach Desolate. I'm Connie okay. Closer the distance. Coming soon. No Game Pass logo there.
And we're back. I'm kind of sad after that last one.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'm so
that was
sad.
dark. Yeah. Closer the Distance is the name of that game. And it's from the studio. The developer made a game called Orwell, which was a pretty interesting game that came out, I don't know, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's, I guess, as I understand it, a character dies in some kind of accident, and then it's a kind of a visual novel, you know, that explores the...
I do not know the game Orwell.
People who knew that person, I believe.
I really like that art style. I really like the sort of whimsically pixely, but it's not quite pixely. It's like 3D. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. So
a little bit of a painterly thing too at some point. Yeah.
Closer the Distance.
Closer
we also saw Homestead Arcana, and that comes out April 21st on Game Pass, which is really exciting because cats.
Yes.
Because cats. There's only one cat, not cats.
We don't know if he can pet the cat. I don't know if Teo's in the chat can confirm whether you can actually pet the cat or not.
I'm sure you can.
But,
yeah.
Let's see. Teo in chat. But yeah, that game looks really cool if you're looking for...
Yeah, you're a witch farmer.
Yes.
And a pioneer. I mean, who doesn't want to be a witch farmer?
I know.
You're not farming witches. You're a witch who's a farmer.
You are a witch. And you have this really cool hat, and you have all these cool little
we got you on that, pal.
There's an adventure, and looks like there's combat. So I'm interested. Farming, combat, you have my attention.
Yeah, pioneering. And it's being published by Skybound, but it's being made by Serenity Forge.
Who
are an interesting dev
petting
and
stuff
in Boulder, Colorado.
Oh.
You know, they had there's a Twitter account of, hey, can you pet the dog?
Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yes.
And like,
that was
started off as nice, and now it's become like, it feels cynical now. It's almost like a marketing thing of like, yeah, of course we're putting petting in our game, no matter what. Like, I don't know, it just feels weird now. Like, people get mad about it if it's not there now. It's like,
I just want to say,
come on,
scene with the pouring
let's all relax a little bit about it.
Out of Seattle, it's accurate. Okay, I'm currently getting my roof fixed.
I don't think I'm gonna get
okay.
agreements there.
Yeah, that game looks really awesome. So if you are anticipating and excited for a new coffee talk,
I think it'd be bold if you put out a game now.
Got some stuff for you.
And that
to have a ton of animals, like almost like a zoo tycoon or something, and you can't pet a damn one of them.
With the little
maybe they pet you all the time. The animals are always trying to pet you. You can't pet them.
After midnight,
that's a game I want to play.
Making coffee and getting to see what their lives are like. You know, it's really just a super nice game.
Chat is hyped. Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
How's everyone doing?
I'm not looking at their Twitch chat.
We have lots of games.
I don't care about their Twitch chat.
A few more coming up. So
another block here. So this next trio is a bit different. We've got some surprises.
You can spray the animals in Zoo Tycoon with water. That's even better.
So we're going to start with the trailer for a gorgeous game in a stunning fantasy setting. And I'm not sure how we're pronouncing this. Are we going with Explorator?
Explorator.
Explorator. Explorator. Yeah, so it's one of those kind of things. So I guarantee that this trailer is not what you're expecting.
No, you're gonna think you know what you're watching. You're gonna have no idea what you're watching, and then you're gonna have a little bit of an idea of what you're watching. And then you're gonna play it. So I'm excited to have you guys see these next few trailers.
Yeah.
That was completely unnecessary. Oh, I like that. That's a neat art style. That's really gorgeous. All right. What the hell? That's not where I thought this was going. Which I guess is kind of was the idea of this trailer, but it worked. All right. Anybody remember the game? Well, you might, because they just did a remaster on it. 13 with David Duchovny. On like the GameCube PS2 era. It was a first-person shooter that was cel-shaded. I guess sort of like Borderlands. Borderlands isn't technically cel-shaded, but it looks like cel-shaded. Well, that was interesting. I wish that had a Game Pass logo on it.
Lil.
Art Goblin Twain.
Huh?
I think it's time we had the talk.
What? What time is it?
There comes a time in every young person's life when they have to work their dad's shift at the guard shed while he goes and bets on the Goblin Ball game.
Yep, it's happening.
You bet it is. You'll meet exciting people.
I'm bringing a basket of baked goods to my family.
You'll get to use the tools of the trade.
You wish to challenge me to ceremonial combat?
And if you get in trouble, just pick up the phone and call one of the official advisors. They're always happy to help.
Wait, you're gonna have everyone I know thrown in jail?
Well, I wasn't going to, but that's a much better idea.
So, think you'll be okay?
Of course, Dad. But if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do things my way.
What? Is this like a Papers, Please type of thing? Oh. Yeah.
Before I go and face my destiny, can you spot me a fiver?
Really weird success.
Moron doesn't speak.
Jail the horse! Jail the horse! Jail the— yes! That doesn't look like jailing the horse at all.
Speak up. I can barely hear you over all that racket. Do not admit anyone else today. We're full up to half an hour.
Is it that you don't have it, or that you don't want to give it to me?
Orlando was a real pardon my goblin.
Rewind time.
Wait a minute. You're gonna give me, a 12-year-old, the power to rewind time?
Well, I wasn't going to, but that's a much better idea. Try not to do any irreversible damage.
That's what the other guy said too. I guess that's kind of the point.
Lil, wake up.
Little Guardsman. Game Pass logo? I'm always looking for the Game Pass logo at the end of every trailer. No Game Pass logo. Should have jailed the horse. Well, she did hit jail the horse. We just didn't see what happened. Remember when that horse kicked Terry Funk? Terry Funk said, "You horse, I'll kick your ass." We never saw them fight. Music is very Hades vibe. Still don't know what kind of game it is, but the music is very Hades. Available now. Yeah, you gotta like tell me what kind of game you are if you're an indie, especially. I understand CG trailers for AAA games sometimes.
Cabaret.
But
yeah.
if you're an indie game, you get I don't even know what kind of game that was.
I mean, that's a game that's from a team in Malaysia, and it's sort of a visual novel that explores
There you go. He's gonna tell us
myths and culture of Southeast Asia, and it's apparently kind of dark, so there are content warnings. Read those before you jump in. But and it's available now. It launched yesterday, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And, I
love the art style, and the music was really great.
Oh,
so
yeah, it's beautiful.
That'd be kind of cool, and it's great to see games come from different parts of the world,
Yeah.
from their perspective and their different types of cultures and the way that they take entertainment in. So
yeah,
that'd be a journey for sure.
Yeah, and that one came through. We have this program that we announced at GDC called our Developer Accelerator Program. We call it internally DAP, which has actually been running for a while, but we just officially announced it at GDC last 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whatever that was.
Yeah.
And it's super interesting program. It's designed to help from people from around the world, different voices, underrepresented voices, bring their games to Xbox.
That's neat.
And the guy who runs that for us, his name is James Lewis, who is technically the nicest guy in the video game industry. But if you get a chance to check out the video from him announcing it at the IGF Awards, it's really cool. He goes through this kind of poetry thing where he talks about what the program is about while announcing all the games that have launched through the program, and it's really cool.
I really love when they do that. I love when they talk about the art of gaming because, sure,
I would like to take a look at that.
It's a business and there are studios to support, but also at the end of the day, it's art, and so it can be interpreted in a bunch of different
I've been watching
ways.
that
And when you have
Psychonauts documentary. Well, I mean, I did watch it, and then I went back and watched a whole bunch of other Double Fine's documentaries. I did a little bit on the
So, speaking of beautiful,
what's the name of that game? The adventure game they did, Broken Age, and then some of their Amnesia Fortnite videos.
Trailer, I was thinking, oh, okay, this is gonna be
Making games hard, man.
RPG
Seems like it's
sort
such a
of
pain in the
Yesterday,
fucking
you were
ass.
You didn't expect that, did you? And then we were watching.
That is a nice hoodie.
And sure enough,
Very
Chad
bright.
was
That's a bright hoodie.
What?
I don't like hoodies,
It's
so
from, I think the
I
dev
like
is named,
hoodies
Lemonade
that
Games,
zip,
and I was reading a little
that I
bit about
can
them
zip
this
up and
morning.
down. I guess are those technically sweatshirts? I don't know, but I like those.
Mediterranean coast and the
I don't like
southeast part of
hoodies that I gotta
France.
pull over
Oh
myself.
my gosh,
It seems
actual
like a-
gorgeous.
Yeah, exactly.
South of France.
Yeah, I wonder if that actually.
I doubt they do it in other colors because that is the Xbox color.
That one looks super.
And you know,
like,
this is an
I'm gonna get
Xbox
over that.
employee. They might not even sell that to the general public. That might be something they just sell to employees.
I'm in. I'm willing to try.
Yeah.
Just for the trailer, how I react to the trailer, I have to give it a chance.
Yeah. And then Little Guardsman.
But you know, the
chat, I
Xbox
forgot the name of the
store.
person who put it, but they
There's a lot
described
of
it
stuff
as,
on there. So I look at it every like
Steven Universe,
6 months or so. Oh, I love Steven Universe.
That I got from it too. It's
But anyway, I look at the Xbox store like every 6 months or so, and I'm just amazed at some of the stuff they have on there.
Because there's a lot of inspiration all the time, everywhere.
Yeah.
And so seeing chat kind of try to guess, like, oh, who made the art for this, and like what?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear what they said about
Everyone's
Steven
not sure yet 'cause
Universe,
no one's played it.
but I
and
love
so,
that show.
Yeah.
That one was really, really
That makes me
cool.
think about multiverses, and that makes me
Papers,
sad.
Please, and I think that's the inspiration for the. You know, you're making decisions of who gets to go into the.
Yeah, that's
the
what I
kingdom,
compared it to
and
Papers, Please
what
too.
happens in the kingdom is inspired by, or is influenced by who you let in and who you don't let in, and that kind of
I'm so
thing.
smart.
And I'm not sure what
Crazy.
the rewind time mechanic is, but it looked like.
Well, that's where you go backwards in time.
I think the developer is called Hilltop Studios, a new developer, and Skybound is publishing it again.
Which game? The Little Guardsman game?
Thank you all so much for watching. We are currently hosting and showing off lots of games over here on the Xbox. I did Xbox Showcase, and we're in the studio with you all today.
You know, I love the idea at
Xbox
Xbox program, but it's not a great name.
Xbox ASL channel.
Just
So
say
we actually
Xbox
have
Indies or
live
whatever the hell.
interpreters for all of our streams here on the Xbox channel. We stream regularly here, so if you're looking for an awesome place to hang out, and if you're looking for more IED at Xbox, stay tuned. We actually have a very special guest here with us today that is going to be able to chat.
We're
with
about
us
halfway done.
Yeah, so
from a small studio.
Small studio.
And just as a small game. You might have heard of it.
Yeah, and it's Vampire Survivors. Just to set the expectations there, so we are
very high.
Yeah,
BAFTA winning Vampire Survivors.
I've got to play Vampire Survivors. I really, really do.
And about the tides of the Foscari.
Yeah, but before that, we have something really cool. So there's a new company out of Poland. They're called Plot Twist Games, and they're making a game called The Last Case of Benedict.
Yes.
And so the description of that is you enter a world of secret organizations.
Yes, Benedict Fox looks so good.
And murder, and then you take the role of Benedict Fox, a self-proclaimed detective. And they're describing this as, see if I can do this again, a fantastical Lovecraftian Metroidvania.
I'm really glad
it looks
zoomed in on you.
Gorgeous.
Just to see how many times I can.
They're like, okay, we're gonna.
I mean,
zoom
Benedict
in on
Fox
Glenn.
is hard enough to say. Benedict Fox, and then
Fantastical. Lovecraftian. Okay, chat. Say that 10 times fast.
Yeah.
Fantastical Lovecraftian Metroidvania.
And the awesome thing is, the team at Plot Twist has created this video.
Gives me Ori vibes. I mean, it's a Metroidvania, really awesome. So of course,
Michael
but
Porras from Plot Twist is gonna walk
also
us through
just
the
like how.
And so this is
how much? I mean, it's much more gothic than Ori, but just
combat.
Their color palette is very purple.
Last year,
yep.
One of my most anticipated games of the year.
Put on my list, and
like mine.
I'm ready. I'm ready to see this.
Hey, back
so
here
we go. Benedict Fox.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Coming out relatively soon too. There's a Game Pass as well. It is a new studio though, so maybe I should
And
temper
welcome
my
to our short
expectations a
combat
bit.
presentation of The Last Case of Benedict Fox. Let's choose Stone Skill ability. Nothing can touch you now, and you have time to plan. And slide.
The movement looks a little awkward to
Deal
me.
damage. And a heavy attack to finish him off.
A little concerned now. I just, oh yeah, I forgot about this. I did hear about that lockpicking gross screen. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I just spent time hyping up this game, and when he was swinging his knife at those guys, like they just didn't feel visceral at all. Like there was, I need a sound effect at least that just makes it sound like you're hitting it, dude. I never saw Atlantis, so I can't help you with that.
Let's use Kogai Pin to stun and then shoot the flying biscuit.
Yeah, like what is that sound effect when you're hitting him with a dagger? Like it just doesn't feel like there's any weight to it.
And always be on your toes.
Oh boy. Boy.
Rule number 1 when
Don't disappoint me, Benedict Fox.
Don't let yourself be cornered.
The enemies attack sound effects too.
Let's jump into the Twilight Zone.
That's weird.
Beware. Twilight Zone is the place of greatest secret. Secrets one hides before.
Let's see what's going on.
Too hurtful to be faced. Too shameful to see the light of day.
Without a flashlight, exploring Limbo is not the greatest of ideas. So let's suit up.
Feel free to browse my wares.
I've got what I needed. Till next time.
Serious lady shot.
You don't always need to attack your opponents. Sometimes it's just easier to use a smoke bomb and evade them. And back to Twilight Zone.
It's awesome visually.
Fox is a Metroidvania game, so you will need to explore different zones as you progress and learn new
The sound is really throwing me off. It's so weird, like just feels like there's no weight behind the enemy attacks or your own attacks. Like it's so bizarre.
They're not the only faction that you'll encounter in Limbo. You'll need to engage different factions in different ways.
And also the way he throws the smoke bomb. I don't really know what's going on with that either.
Benedict, well, he'll engage in combat many times, but it's your wit and your planning that will decide if he will survive. I hope you really liked what you saw. Let's meet in Limbo from the 27th of April, which is coming out very, very soon.
Everything's on the 26th and 27th of April. They just talked about like 3 games that are all on those days. That's Game Pass, but yeah, that concerned me, honestly.
I can't believe there's so many games here today that are coming out very soon.
Yeah.
That game, the art is so beautiful.
Oh, it's great. That is
Yeah, you're right about that. The art is beautiful. It's the sound effects that I'm worried about right now. Very worried.
Plot Twist is the developer and Rogue is the publisher. Rogue is they've got most of their teams local here, so nice people. And we are gonna go into our interview. We are gonna be talking with Gio Morgan about a little game called Vampire Survivors.
Just a little game.
Yeah, I mean we've been talking about this before, but like.
Not my kind of thing, Lisa says.
60, 70 hours into Vampire Survivors.
I mean,
and of my friends who play that game, I am on
played Ori.
low end.
Oh, like, yeah.
Loved Ori. Like, that set such a high bar for Metroidvanias to me. And I do want to play
have to kind of decide.
After finishing Metroid Prime, I want to go back and play some of the 2D Metroids.
In the middle.
And actually, I bought
up a little, but not
Castlevania
quite
collection
of completion.
recently. Yeah, Phil Spencer went nuts on Vampire Survivors. But yeah, I want to play more 2D Metroidvanias. Maybe not that one though. That was not.
Crazy.
I had higher hopes for that game, and now I don't think I do anymore.
Follow him or play games with him. He plays games with everybody. If you can catch him, it is cool to see. And with further ado,
I've thought about inviting Phil Spencer to play games with me before, and I always get nervous and don't do it.
Joining us today here at the ID at Xbox Showcase.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you guys, congratulations. You guys won a BAFTA last week for best game, beating some just monstrously huge games. So that was amazing. I mean, that must have been so thrilling for you.
Yeah, it was quite a surprise to the whole team. There was a lot of laughter that night after getting, I think we picked up best design, best game design, and best game. It hasn't really set in. It's all quite strange. So.
Yeah, that's amazing. So for the approximate 2 people in the world who don't know what Vampire Survivors is, can you just give us like a 30-second overview of what the game actually is? Like, how do you play it and what's it all about?
Yeah, sure thing. So you become the bullet hell. So instead of the bullets coming at you, the bullets become enemies, and you spit bullets or many different things back at them. Yeah, just to try and survive.
Yeah.
You get up to 30 minutes, and then eventually the Reaper will come. Sometimes they can be killed, sometimes they can't be killed. But yeah, it's
I need to play Vampire Survivors.
Sometimes the wildest, depends what you've got in your arsenal at the time.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we have some footage from the upcoming DLC called.
The DLC's like
Tides of the Foscari.
they've done one DLC now. This is the second one come out, and they're like $2 each. I mean, the game is like
it's awesome.
It was $3, and I think they raised the price up to $5, and it's on Game Pass anyway.
Tides of the Foscari is our second expansion, following Legacy of the Moonspell. It's out on April 13th on Xbox and Xbox for Windows, wherever you decide to play.
Awesome. So this is
this
is the footage from the new DLC here, so
Vampire Bloodline has nothing to do with Vampire Survivors. It's totally different. I mean, now you're looking at the game now, you can tell. Yeah, it's a totally separate thing.
So this is Keitha. She is our thief. We keep getting confused internally between thief and rogue. So if I do say rogue, I apologize. Yeah, she's
Phil Spencer has
which is a new,
like, if you look at his achievements, he went fucking crazy on this game, and so has a lot of other people. Like Jeff Gershman said it was his game of the year last year. It got very high in Giant Bomb game of the year. So yeah, I got to do it.
As you might be able to see on the screen, so you can see she kind of pulls her bow and arrow up and shoots. Yeah, quite excited.
That is so super cool.
Yeah, you're thinking of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline, which we are still supposed to get a sequel to sometime, but
maybe something
even though
excited about with all of them.
There was a team doing the Bloodlines too, and they fired them because it was going so bad, and I don't know if we've even heard who the new studio is that's doing it.
In total, there's 4 I can talk about, which is Eleanor, Maruto, Keitha, and Luminaire. Maruto is probably my favorite of the bunch. Comes equipped with a enormous sword called the Ezkizibur. It's a little bit close to a sword that may or may not exist in real life. Yeah, and the animation. So the animation for Maruto, he kind of picks his sword right up, slams it into the ground, which causes this kind of ground crack effect.
Yeah, I gotta play this real bad.
Which does a little bit of AoE, but yeah, it looks visually, it looks really, really cool. It's probably my favorite one to be playing as at the moment.
I think it has some kind of Twitch integration too.
There are
I
actually
think.
going to be 13 new weapons, and you've announced 4 so far, right?
Yes. So we've got the Flash Arrow with Keitha. We've got Spell String with Eleanor. We've got Ezkizibur with Naruto. It always
when you just say that one.
It always takes a bit of a mouthful to get the names out. And we've got a Prismatic Missile with Luminaire.
Which sounds intense. I'm excited to try that one.
Announce a new one, coward.
can't really describe it either. It's a lot of fun to see. You'll see some other ones in. We've popped a few extras in the footage that you're seeing now. But yeah, we're quite excited by all of them.
So you had mentioned previously during our tech check about a feature that your community would understand, and I wanted you to sort of touch a little bit about how important the community has been for you and your studio and just like Vampire Survivors and what.
I always forget to turn off
what can they
notifications before I
expect here?
stream. I gotta remember to do that.
Yeah, to us, community is a huge part of what we do as a company. It's a huge part of all of us. So this, for people that don't know, there's 15 of us in the studio. We're all remote. We all work in England. We've got some external people like our soundtrack composers and some artists and business people and stuff like that. But yeah, everything we do is not everything. Sometimes we're quite a little bit selfish and we do stuff for ourselves. But yeah, we everything's community. So we saw something on TikTok recently, and we decided to put that in because it just seemed fun at the time. And, well, yeah, very recently we did a TikTok and he replied to it and it was great to see.
And when you say you saw it on TikTok, like they mocked up something that looked cool? Or
yeah, I can't remember the origins. I think it was someone had said that they'd love to see something in Vampire Survivors.
What was
that
it?
was from one of their favorite series. And it just so happened to be that someone we work with is a big fan of the series and it got passed along. And yeah, so now it's part of the game, which is great.
That's awesome.
I love when that happens.
What is it?
Yeah, we honestly, all of us, so QA, I work in marketing, the director of the game, the programmers, the engineers, we all see a good chunk of what we get fan art all the time, and our Discord's really active, and yeah, we do actually sit and read all these in Reddit and Twitter and the rest of them. We sit and read it all, and it's great.
That's so cool that you guys, I mean, you guys are a very tactical team, but you guys also have a hand in everything and play outside of work hours too. Just one more round, right? Just one more.
It is. You turn your work laptop off and you go to the sofa and you think, you know what? Yeah. Think, oh, I'll scroll Twitter for 3 seconds and then end up playing Vampire Survivors for 5.5 hours.
Right.
Because you saw some build, or like you were like, oh, that looks fun, or when did they do that?
How many times I said that? By the way, chat, we are monitoring the chat, so if you have questions for Geo, go ahead and drop them in the chat, and we will ask them. Ask all the tough ones.
Should I play your game?
Area. It's called Lake Foscari. And
probably so,
I
yes.
love the forest so much. Can you talk a little bit about the inspiration about this new map and kind of what you want to share on it?
Yeah, sure thing. So Foscari is the term lake. So we're calling it we call it a forest called Lake.
Forest called Lake, amazing.
This, Lisa, if you're still around, this is what I was recommending you bid on.
It's basically home to an academy called the Foscari Academy, and some of the characters have come from this academy. They come from 3 different kind of schools. They've come out of that, so it's all very whimsical. It's all very light. You'll notice some of the.
I love, even though I haven't even played this game yet. Like, I just love the fact that at the BAFTA Awards, this won Game of the Year over God of War, and I think over Elden Ring. Like, I gotta look at the
folklore.
What the other nominees were, but this beat them all, and that makes me so happy.
Seeing in the work chat was strange. I discovered so much folklore about the country I live in that I never knew about.
Oh,
which was all quite interesting.
Folklore.
Sephiroth88 in the chat says, will there be summon or turret weapons coming?
I think I can say.
See if I can find the nominees list.
Oh, no comment.
We do. I say we listen to the community, and that's something that we have now heard. So you never know for the future.
And episode Esquettle 14 says, was this game based on Gauntlet?
Gaunt, no. So it was a prototype. So the
Yeah,
studio
the
director
nominees
makes a
for
lot
Best
of
Game at the
prototypes,
BAFTA Awards
and
were
this was
Cult of
just
the
one
Lamb,
that
another
he
indie game,
fell in love with
Elden
it.
Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Marvel Snap.
yeah,
I love
whether
that.
that was an
Stray, and
inspiration,
Vampire
unfortunately, I can't
Survivors on
speak
this
on
one. This
behalf
beat
of,
Elden Ring and God of
one
War.
side, so
That
the
is
first thing I
just
said
the
when I saw
greatest
this
thing
game
to
before I
me.
even joined this company, I was
I
like,
gotta play
this
Cult
looks
of the
like,
Lamb as well.
I remember being a kid and playing like a pound, which is obviously to us a pound at a time, putting it in the machine and dying within about 3 seconds, and yeah, so
It somehow did not win Best British Game though. Go figure.
A lot of games.
Yeah, so make sure to join their Discord. Pongo is actually in chat right now. They do listen to suggestions and they love inspiration, so you never know what they're going to add to the game.
Shadow Diver says, will there be any new relics coming to this DLC?
Oh.
New relics. So, just trying to remember what I can and can't talk about.
No comment is always an option.
Yeah, no comment might be an option for this one. There's one we added one a little while back, which is in this DLC as well. But as far as I'm aware, I'm going to say no comment. Oh, I think I'm in a legal black hole now.
And then there's the perpetual question that everybody always asks: when are there going to be vampires?
When are we going to find them? Where are
Yeah, there's no. I believe I've heard there's no vampires on Vampire Survivors.
For fear that one might find me. Yeah.
You got to play it. That's right. You got to play it.
Yeah, you got to find out. You got to reach the 30-minute mark, and possibly, you never know.
Vinery, we are reading the comments. It's not all pre-recorded.
Yes, this is live.
Although they are going by fast, so it's hard to read them.
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, yeah.
Gio, what is your favorite character?
We're supposed to be wrapping up in about 10 minutes.
If you have a favorite weapon.
So my favorite weapon, and this is going to really
Although I guess they have all the things they've teased. They really only teased kind of the last case of Benedict Fox and this. I guess I've hit both those. So
on it. You have to learn how to use it.
Maybe this is the last thing.
XP bead things too, which is what always drives me nuts about it.
But if you level it, it doesn't.
Oh,
exactly.
I did not
Glenn's
know
about
that.
to go play so much Vampire Survivor.
I just never used it because I never leveled it because every time I got it, I was like, oh, it's killing all my XP, so I never even played around with it.
It's amazing.
Why is it your favorite, Gio?
It's the same reason. So when I first picked it up, and again, initially I picked this game up, and
so my understanding, Lisa says she's so confused by this game. My understanding of this game, again, having not played it, is it's like a reverse bullet hell. Whereas you, as you level up, you are the one throwing out all the attacks instead of, you trying to dodge all their attacks. And like,
which is great. So, but the initial.
I believe that all this character is doing is moving around, and all the knives that they're throwing out and the lightning, all that's being done automatically every couple seconds. It's doing it, and he's making choices as he levels up to say, hey, this is what my character, like he just picked axe, and now every couple seconds those axes will just throw themselves out. But I believe he's controlling none of the attacks, other than just like as he leveled up, he selected what they'll do, but he's not actually pressing the button to make it happen. I think. Again, I haven't played it yet, so that I could be totally wrong about all that, but that's my understanding.
Screaming at me in my head. I think it all happens after everything else that happens in the game. So we look into the lore.
I haven't, like, every once in a while, maybe he does do the bow and arrow, because I do see him do that just every once in a while.
Kind of about halfway, we lose track a little bit.
But I don't
and
know.
Come back onto
Maybe
it
not.
Again. There is a word for it we use internally, but I can't say it on this stream. I've been asked not to swear, so I won't. But yeah, in terms of the lore, I believe it happens after the main game.
That's awesome.
That's a very good question.
Well, the axes, they just go up just a little bit and then drop down.
What is this?
It's starting to get intense on the screen there too. This is all these fish things.
Oh my
So
goodness.
Yeah, it picks up fast in this DLC. It starts off quite slow.
Get the
but much like
yes.
everything else, yeah.
Satisfying.
Kicks
I
up
don't understand how
quite
you take damage because it sure does seem like he's gotten really close to the enemies. Off, like right there. How has he not hit any of them?
Just for people who may not have caught at the beginning, so what's the new DLC called? When does it launch? How much is it? And where can people get it?
So it's on Xbox and Xbox for Windows. It's coming out on April 13th. And I believe in dollars it's $1.99. So $1.90. I have to try and
$2.
that in my head real quick.
I was trying to catch up on that one there. I was like,
I think I bought the first DLC because it was also $2, and I haven't even played it yet.
Awesome. Well, it's been so awesome having
I'll
you.
do the same on that.
Now that I know about this pentagram secret thing,
Because I am going to play that game at some
20
point.
hours of Vampire Survivors, and then I'll play it
Maybe this weekend
when the DLC comes out. So
That's right.
My wife hates you. But,
It's funny because me and my husband will sit in bed together with our handhelds because I have the G Cloud, and so I get to play it on Cloud, and so we'll just sit next to each other, and we'll be kind of similar timing, but not quite. And so one of us will be like, "Oh my god," and the other one will be like, "Ah, yes, I'm at 32 minutes." But it's amazing. Thank you for taking the time to join us here at the ID Next
Valheim weekend. I have to play on Friday night. I have to do that Sonic game. I really wish I did it last weekend, but I think I missed all the hype on it, and I don't know if anybody want to watch it now at this point. I really screwed up by not doing that last weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, have a great day.
But I still want to get a video out on it.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. And yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks. Awesome. Well, we promised we'd keep it under an hour. We're at 54 minutes, 55 minutes.
per chat's request.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
We're going to have to fly through the wrap up because we have 4 minutes and 10 seconds or something left.
Oh, Punkle in chat. Bye. Thanks for joining.
You're making me stay up an hour later than I would normally would. I would have been asleep an hour ago normally.
So, if we didn't get to your question,
I gotta upload this to YouTube real quick too.
Thank you for being so active in the chat. So let's recap. For those who may have missed it, you can go back and watch the VOD afterwards. So some of the stuff that we saw.
VOD, I hate that term.
Cassette Beasts from Raw Fury, which is launching April 26th on PC. It's coming a little bit later on console, and it is the kind of game where you capture and summon creatures, 80s vibe,
music, pixely, beautiful.
Yeah, Omega Strikers.
It's like the soccer,
3v3
looking
online free-to-play game.
Yeah,
one of those soccer hockeys.
Launching April 27th. You can what was it? Sling slime and toss tofu at your friends.
That's right, tofu.
Yeah.
The Carters too.
Carters 2.
Kart racing.
Like the Mario Kart Crash tag team racing type vibe. And this
not
adds
tag
a lot,
team
I don't
racing,
wanna
but
reduce
it's
it
fine.
to just those games because apparently it adds a bunch of different new power-ups and stuff. And
Crash
it
team
looks
racing.
super fun if you're a kart racer fan like myself.
Yeah, soon though. Soon.
Yeah, soon. We don't have a date, but soon, coming 2023.
And Coffee Talk, episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly, April 20th, new episode. So if you haven't caught up yet, you've got some time.
First episode on Game Pass.
Have a drink
and
in
if you want to see
Seattle.
what it's like drinking coffee in
Not
Seattle.
that I'm gonna play it,
really
but
is
just
like
curious.
They really do have vampires and monsters and elves and stuff. So orcs. So yeah,
I'll take a look.
April, what was that? April 20th. I think that was April 20th. In Game Pass. That one's in Game Pass.
That's right.
Also in Game Pass, Homestead Arcana, launching April 21st.
Witches and cats and farming.
Witches and cats and farming and
Oh my.
pioneering.
Oh my.
And then we have Closer the Distance, which we showed.
God, I forgot they just added Loop Hero on Game Pass too. Man, there's so much to play.
It is coming soon.
Soon.
We don't have a date on that one, but it is soon.
But the Explorator.
We actually need to contact that team on the beach in South France and ask them exactly how they pronounce that.
We're gonna need to play it on location. Yeah.
Coffee Talk is on Game
Xbox.
Pass.
I'd like to go to the south of France.
The first episode, and the second episode will be too. No.
We need to go do some research.
And that game, wow, that game looks fascinating.
Little Guardsman is beautiful.
Yep.
No date yet, but coming very soon. Very, very fun, exciting
Cabaret
game.
Out now from a Malaysian dev.
Cabaret out now yesterday.
Developer Accelerator program. Really, really interesting looking game. And then, of course, we got a really good look at the Lovecraftian Metroidvania, The Last Case of Benedict Fox. Real in-depth look at the combat, and that was super exciting.
April 27th.
April 27th. Thank you.
You deflated my hype on Benedict Fox.
That exclusive new video.
Mostly the sound. It's just so like muted.
Oh, Gio's amazing, and everyone at
Oh,
Ponko,
that's so
congratulations on
weird to me.
Vampire Survivor.
Yeah.
The new Tides of Foscari comes out April 13th, so very, very, very soon. So keep your eyes out for their updates. And keep your eyes out for our updates at ID_Xbox on Twitter if you want to know everything about all the things that are happening here at Xbox with indie games. It is a very busy account. There's a lot going on.
Because we have a lot of games.
A lot of games.
Timber runs out. Shout out to Timber. Hi, hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, Timber. I hope I did Timber proud. If we can get some hype and some green hearts and love in the chat for Timber, I'm so happy to be here. But I'm so sad that she is not here.
And thank you for jumping in. It was awesome to have you.
When they were
To
like
stream in
ID and
person?
Xbox, I was like, I'm in. I'm on my way. And thank you everyone for watching. If you are here live on the Xbox channel, make sure to follow the channel. There are lots of streams and content here on the regular Monday through Friday, and make sure to check out our Xbox ASL channel where we have live interpreters for all of our streams here on the channel.
And we're going to come in 30 seconds short. We're going to 59 minutes, 19 seconds. We're going to do it. We're under an hour. Thank you again. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
All right. And that's that. Yeah, I don't know. I had zero expectations, and hey, that's kind of what I delivered. There's indie games. I don't know. There's honestly nothing there that like really gets me excited, if I'm telling the truth. But Cassette Beasts look nice. I think Omega Strikers look nice. And I really gotta get into Vampire Survivors. Other than that, yeah. Fine. I hope they do these shows regularly now. It was a hell, boy, I'll tell you, the format, and we talked about this early on, the format's a hell of a lot better than those 3-hour marathon ones that they did. And the hosts actually were prepped on the games instead of just making it up on the fly. So that's, yeah, good format. And, you know, I hope they do these on the regular, like I said. That's it. I really was hoping for a release date on Hypercharged Unboxed. But that's okay. I'm sure it'll come. Not like I'm lacking in things to play anyway. Yeah. Anyway, that was that. ID at Xbox. There you go. Have a good time.